Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Let's have a real talk about your liver. Now, I know it's not the most glamorous topic, but if you're over 50 and feeling more tired than usual, noticing stubborn weight gain, or dealing with sluggish digestion, your liver might be trying to tell you something. The exciting part? It's easier than you think to give your liver a fresh start. In just 2 weeks, with a few smart food choices, or even a simple drink, you can begin to repair it. Really. Your liver is one of the hardest working organs in your body. Think of it as your internal cleanup crew, sorting through everything you eat, drink, breathe, or rub on your skin. If your body were a busy office, your liver would be the project manager, making decisions, directing traffic, and keeping things running behind the scenes. But even the best managers can burn out if they're overloaded, and that's exactly what's happening to many of us. Let's look at what we're feeding our livers these days. Walk into any grocery store and you're instantly hit with walls of carbs. Aisles lined with bread, cereals, pasta, cookies, muffins, cakes, it's everywhere. Even regular meals like pizza, rice, and fries are packing in more sugar and starch than we think. We've become a society of carb enthusiasts, often without realizing how much damage we're doing. And sugar? It might be sweet on the tongue, but it's rough on the inside. Refined sugar is stripped of all nutrition and hits the body like a toxin. It offers zero benefit, just a spike in blood sugar and a heavy burden for your liver. These processed foods don't come from farms. They come from factories. The real, fast food nature intended. Fruits and vegetables, fresh, colorful, ready to eat, and packed with what your body actually needs. Here's what happens when we eat. Our digestive system breaks food down into glucose, a form of sugar that gives us energy. That glucose travels straight to the liver, which then decides what to do with it. If your body needs fuel, glucose gets sent out to your cells. But if there's too much, like after a big pasta dinner or sugary dessert, it starts getting converted to fat. And that fat, it doesn't just hang out on your hips. A lot of it ends up right inside your liver. Over time, this fat builds up and creates what's called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Most people don't even know they have it. It doesn't scream for attention right away. It just quietly slows you down. Less energy, more weight around the belly, poor digestion. Eventually, it starts interfering with your liver's ability to filter toxins, balance hormones, and manage your metabolism. But here's the hopeful part. The liver is incredibly resilient. It's the only organ in your body that can actually regenerate. That means if you start treating it better, by ditching those high-carb, sugar-loaded foods, it can bounce back. And it doesn't take forever. Even 2 weeks of clean eating can spark a major turnaround. Fruits, veggies, and healthy fats are your liver's best friends. They help the body cleanse itself rather than store more fat. When you move away from high-glucose foods, something else amazing happens too. Your pancreas, which has been working overtime pumping out insulin, finally gets a break. That alone can improve your energy, stabilize your blood sugar, and even reduce cholesterol. In fact, many people who reduce carbs and sugar find that their cholesterol levels drop, not because they cut out meat or eggs or butter, but because they stopped overloading their bodies with processed sugar. We've blamed the wrong foods for too long. Real, whole foods like butter, cream, and eggs are often full of essential nutrients. Sugar is the sneaky villain, wearing a sweet disguise. And here's a wild fact. Cancer cells feed on glucose like it's candy. They use up to 15 times more glucose than regular cells. When you starve them of that sugar, they struggle to grow. That's why reducing sugar isn't just about weight or energy. It can actually help protect your long-term health in serious ways. Now let's talk about a humble hero that's been hiding in plain sight, the dandelion. You know, the little yellow flower popping up in your lawn, Most people think it's just a weed, but it's actually a powerhouse for your liver. Dandelions are bitter, yes, but in the best way. In nature, bitter foods often signal healing properties, especially for digestion and detox. Dandelion helps your body produce digestive enzymes and supports the liver in breaking down toxins. Think of it as nature's liver tonic. And the best part? You can eat it. Really. While visiting Germany, a friend of mine stayed with a local family who served a warm potato and dandelion salad every night. Freshly boiled potatoes, still warm, were tossed with finely chopped dandelion greens, plenty of olive oil, crushed garlic, and a pinch of salt. She described it as earthy and comforting. The creamy softness of the potatoes, the richness of the olive oil, the mellow garlic, and that slight bitterness from the greens tying it all together. It wasn't just delicious, it was healing. This same friend had struggled with iron deficiency for years, but during her stay in Europe, it completely vanished. Her theory? It was the salad. So maybe it's time we rethink our food. Let's stop fearing fat and start questioning sugar. Let's stop peeling away nutrients and start celebrating natural, whole foods. And let's stop seeing dandelions as weeds and start seeing them as wellness allies. Your liver works hard for you every single day. A few simple changes can help it thrive and help you feel better, lighter, and more energized in the process. You've got the power to heal from the inside out. Let's start today. Did you know you can drink roasted dandelion root just like coffee? It has a rich, earthy flavor and makes for a great alternative if you're trying to cut back on caffeine. There's a wonderful blend called chai dandelion that Misty makes. It combines the depth of roasted dandelion with the warming spices of chai, like cinnamon, ginger, and cardamom. A lot of herbal teas can be a bit bland, but this one is genuinely flavorful and satisfying. The herbs and spices come together beautifully, making it both enjoyable and beneficial. You can also use fresh dandelion leaves in your meals. Try tossing them into a regular salad or mixing them into a warm potato salad for a slightly bitter, refreshing taste. Dandelions are packed with nutrients, and they're especially good for your liver. They help support liver function, giving your body the tools it needs to detox and heal naturally. Whether you're using the roasted root for tea or adding the leaves to food, dandelion is often called the king of herbs when it comes to liver health. Its taste can be strong and slightly bitter, but it's gentle on the stomach. More importantly, it's exactly what your liver needs to begin repairing itself, especially if you're dealing with issues like fatty liver. Many of us have been unknowingly harming our liver by consuming too much sugar over time. It's hidden in so many foods and drinks that it's easy to overlook. But that sugar quietly overwhelms the liver. Thankfully, dandelion helps reverse this damage by stimulating the production of digestive enzymes in the liver, helping your body break down fats, flush out toxins, and start the process of renewal. You might wonder how to use dandelions in everyday meals. When it's fresh, the leaves pair nicely with other greens in a salad, balancing out the bitterness. The roasted root, brewed into a hot tea, works as a powerful tonic. It increases bile flow from the liver, which helps digest fats more efficiently and eliminates waste more effectively. Now let's talk about another powerhouse, the humble lemon. You might think, wait, lemon is acidic. And you're right. It is acidic in taste, but once it's digested, it has an alkalizing effect on the body. The only part of the body that should be highly acidic is the stomach. That acid is essential. It helps break down proteins and digest food properly. If someone says they have an acidic stomach, that's actually a good sign. Without that acid, digestion suffers. One easy way to test acidity is by how it feels. If lemon juice stings a sore or cut, that's proof of its acid. But once it enters your digestive tract, it turns alkaline. This is why lemon is a popular ingredient in salad dressings and morning detox drinks. What makes lemon so powerful? It's full of alkaline-forming minerals like potassium, calcium, magnesium, sodium, and iron. These minerals help balance the body's pH and support liver health. Lemons are often overlooked as liver-supportive herbs, but they're incredibly effective. If you want a gentle, natural liver tonic, start your day with a warm lemon drink. Just boil some water, let it cool slightly, then squeeze half a lemon into a cup and pour the warm water over it. It's simple, but highly effective. This little ritual hydrates your body, kickstarts digestion, and encourages the liver to detox. It's one of the easiest habits to build for long-term health. Lemon not only supports the liver, it also helps regulate internal pH, promotes bile production, and enhances fat digestion. Drinking warm lemon water daily can help your liver recover and function more efficiently. Next up, ginger. Ginger is another amazing herb with both internal and external uses. It's best known for helping with nausea, but it also fights inflammation throughout the body. You'll even find ginger in motion sickness remedies like ginger tablets or chews for car or sea travel. One of the easiest ways to use ginger is to grate a teaspoon of fresh root, add it to a teapot, and pour boiling water over it. Let it steep for about 10 minutes. It makes a strong tea, spicy and warming. If it's too intense, just dilute it with more water. It's perfect for a chilly day, or for someone who just can't seem to warm up. Ginger is also a key ingredient in natural flu remedies. I remember attending a health talk where we were sipping herbal teas during the break. A woman nearby pulled out a tiny grater and started preparing ginger tea. She told me she was a singer, and while in Greece, she once lost her voice right before a performance. A local woman made her fresh ginger tea, and by that night she was back on stage singing. Ever since, she keeps her grandfather with her everywhere she goes. Ginger is fantastic for sore throats, colds, and especially for supporting liver health. It reduces inflammation in the liver and encourages the production of bile, which helps the liver break down fats and cleanse itself. Just 1 cup of ginger tea a day can support liver detox and reduce fat buildup. Now let's look at turmeric. Turmeric is an incredibly effective anti-inflammatory herb. It's especially useful for chronic conditions like fatty liver, where inflammation plays a big role. I usually recommend taking a teaspoon of turmeric 3 times a day. If you're using fresh turmeric, you'll need about 4 times as much to get the same effect as the dried spice. Turmeric goes beyond reducing inflammation. It supports digestion, boosts heart health, and protects your body from oxidative stress. The active compound, curcumin, is particularly powerful and may even help prevent the progression of fatty liver disease. It works by reducing cellular inflammation, which is important because inflammation is often the starting point for more serious issues like liver damage and even cancer. Making turmeric tea is simple. Add a teaspoon of turmeric to boiling water, along with a pinch of black pepper to increase absorption. Let it steep, then sip slowly. This tea is not only warming and comforting, it also works hard to detox and support your liver from the inside out. So there you have it, just a few simple, natural ways to start healing your liver, and you can begin seeing changes in as little as 2 weeks. The liver is a remarkable organ. With a little help, it can regenerate and recover. If this information helped you or inspired you to try something new, feel free to like, share, or leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe for more easy, natural health tips. See you next time.